Yo, what's up everyone? You are not going to believe what just happened in the sports world. The Bella Twins. Yes, the Bella Twins from WWE just called out Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham for a WrestleMania match. And I am here for this chaos. Before we get into this absolute madness, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe because this story is wild and you're not going to want to miss any updates on this potential matchup. Alright, so let me catch you up to speed on how we even got here because this didn't just come out of nowhere. Caitlin Clark has been on WWE's radar for a minute now. Like, these wrestling stars have been obsessed with her ever since she started absolutely dominating in college basketball and then took the WNBA by storm. Back in 2024, Seth Rollins, one of WWE's biggest stars, compared Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan. Not in terms of skill necessarily, but in terms of impact. He said, and I quote, "It's Jordan-esque. She's changed the game. The amount of eyes she has put on the sport has been incredible." And he's not wrong. Caitlin Clark literally transformed women's basketball. She brought millions of new fans to the sport, broke viewership records, and became a cultural phenomenon. But here's where it gets interesting. While the men in WWE are content to just praise Caitlin from afar, the women wrestlers, they want to compete with her. Bianca Belair literally teased that Caitlin might show up at the 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Caitlin's home turf. She said, "You might see Caitlin Clark in the 2025 Royal Rumble right here in Indianapolis." Now, Caitlin didn't actually show up, which, yeah, makes sense because why would she risk her basketball career for a wrestling appearance? But, and this is a big but, with the WNBA season currently up in the air because of the whole collective bargaining agreement situation, there might be no better time for something absolutely insane like this to happen. Now let's get to the main event, pun absolutely intended. On February 9th, Yahoo Sports posted a TikTok video with the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie Bella, and they were asked which WNBA players would make good WWE stars. Nikki Bella immediately says, "Caitlin Clark, she'd be awesome." But then, and this is where it gets spicy, they bring up Sophie Cunningham. For those who don't know, Sophie Cunningham plays for the Phoenix Mercury, and she is known for being one of the toughest, most physical, most fearless players in the WNBA. She talks trash, plays hard defense, and does not back down from anyone. She's basically already a WWE character on the basketball court. So when they asked about Sophie, Nikki Bella drops this bombshell. She says, "She did an interview and she called us out. So she and I have shared a few DMs because I was like, oh, okay, you want to take the Bella Twins on in the ring? Let's do it." Wait, what? Sophie Cunningham called out the Bella Twins first? And they've been DMing about it? And then Nikki says the line that broke the internet. So Sophie and Caitlin versus the Bellas. Book it, WrestleMania. Brie Bella backs her up. I mean, that would actually be really good. And then they send a message directly to Sophie and Caitlin. "Tell her we're ready. Bring it on. We ain't scared." Bro, this is happening. Like, this feels like it's actually happening. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is never going to happen. Why would Caitlin Clark risk her health for WWE? And you're right to be skeptical. But hear me out on why this could actually work. Reason number one, Tyrese Halliburton did it. Tyrese Halliburton, star point guard for the Indiana Pacers, has literally appeared in a WWE ring before. So there's already precedent for Indiana basketball stars crossing over to WWE. Reason number two, the WNBA season is uncertain. With the CBA negotiations stalling, players might have more free time than usual. This could be a perfect opportunity for a one-time appearance that generates massive publicity for both the WNBA and WWE. Reason number three, Sophie Cunningham is perfect for this. Like I said earlier, Sophie already has that WWE energy. She's tough, she's fearless, she talks trash, and she literally called out the Bella Twins first. She's not scared of anything. Reason number four, the marketing potential is insane. Think about it. Caitlin Clark is the biggest name in women's basketball, maybe in all of basketball right now. The Bella Twins are WWE Hall of Famers with millions of fans. This would be the crossover event of the decade. The social media buzz alone would be worth billions in publicity. Reason number five, it doesn't have to be a real match. This could be a quick appearance, a backstage segment, or even just a face-off in the ring. Caitlin and Sophie don't have to actually wrestle, though knowing Sophie, she'd probably want to throw some hands. Let's talk about the storyline potential here, because WWE is all about storytelling, right? You've got Caitlin Clark, the golden child of women's basketball, the rookie sensation, the player who changed the entire landscape of the sport. She's skilled, she's charismatic, she's got the entire sports world behind her. Then you've got Sophie Cunningham, the enforcer, the tough as nails defender, the player who does the dirty work and loves the physical game. She's the perfect tag team partner for someone like Caitlin. And going up against them, the Bella Twins, WWE royalty. Nikki and Brie are Hall of Famers. They're legends in the wrestling world. They've been doing this for years. They know how to work a crowd, they know how to build hype, and they definitely know how to talk trash. The story writes itself. Basketball's biggest stars stepping into the wrestling world to prove they can hang with the legends. The Bella twins defending their territory against these young upstarts. It's perfect. And can we talk about how hyped the crowd would be? Imagine this at WrestleMania, probably in Indianapolis since that's Caitlyn's territory. The entire Fever fan base would show up. Every basketball fan would be watching. The crossover appeal would be unreal. Okay, real talk time. Let's address the elephant in the room. There are some major obstacles to this actually happening. Obstacle 1, Caitlyn's contract and insurance. The Indiana Fever would have to sign off on this. Her contract probably has clauses about dangerous activities. Insurance would be a nightmare. Her team would be terrified of her getting injured. Obstacle 2, the WNBA schedule. Even with CBA uncertainty, once basketball season starts, Caitlyn's not gonna have time for WWE appearances. Her focus has to be on basketball. Obstacle 3, training and preparation. WWE moves are choreographed, but they still require training to execute safely. Would Caitlyn and Sophie have time to learn the basics? Would they even want to put in that time? Obstacle 4, the risk factor. Even with professional training, wrestling is dangerous. One wrong move could end a basketball career. Is it worth the risk for what's essentially a publicity stunt? These are all valid concerns, and honestly, they're probably why this will stay in the fun idea category rather than becoming reality. But, and this is important, stranger things have happened in sports entertainment. So where do we go from here? Right now, this is all just talk. The Bella twins threw down the challenge, but there's been no official response from Caitlyn or Sophie yet, at least not publicly. I'm dying to see what Sophie Cunningham says because we know she's not gonna back down. Sophie doesn't back down from anyone. She's probably in the DMs right now planning this whole thing out. And Caitlyn? I think she's probably laughing about this whole situation. She seems like she has a good sense of humor about all the attention she gets. But would she actually do it? That's the million-dollar question. Here's what I think could realistically happen. Scenario 1, nothing. This stays as internet banter and everyone moves on when basketball season starts. Scenario 2, a compromise. Maybe Caitlyn and Sophie appear at a WWE event for a quick segment. No actual wrestling, just a face-off or a promo battle. Scenario 3, the dream scenario. Full tag team match at WrestleMania with months of build-up, training, and hype. Probably only 5% chance of this happening, but imagine. Personally, I'm team make it happen. Yeah, there are risks. Yeah, it's probably not practical, but in a world where we've seen Bad Bunny wrestle, where Logan Paul is a WWE star, where celebrities cross over all the time, why not Caitlyn Clark and Sophie Cunningham versus the Bella twins? All right, everyone, that's where we're at with this absolutely insane story. The Bella twins have issued the challenge. The ball, or should I say the wrestling belt, is in Caitlyn and Sophie's court. What do you think? Should this happen? Would you watch? Are you team WNBA or team WWE? Let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because if this actually develops into something, you know I'm going to be covering every single update. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, share it with your basketball and wrestling fan friends, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay hyped, stay ready, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see Caitlyn Clark and Sophie Cunningham stepping into a WWE ring.